Good morning, my dear student. On the behalf of KTGM College Nasik and Department of Chemistry of this college, I am Dr. S.R. Labde welcomes you to the lecture on thermal methods of analysis. Student, in previous lecture we discussed the result obtained in thermogravimetric analysis. The result which is obtained in thermogravimetric analysis is in the form of thermogram or thermogravimetric curve. Yesterday we discussed some applications of thermogram in analytical chemistry. In today's lecture we discuss the remaining applications of thermogram in analytical chemistry. Applications of thermogravimetric curve, we already discussed number 1, determination of thermal stability of the substance. Secondly, we can also discuss the selection of drying temperature on the basis of thermal stability of the substance. Then we also utilize the thermogram for quantitative analysis. Furthermore, quantitative analysis can be extended for determination of purity of the substance. And today we have to discuss the application of thermogram in determination of percent composition of the material, of the mixture. Therefore, here these are the different applications of thermogram. Today we have to discuss how thermogram is utilized for determination of percent composition or composition of a mixture. Therefore, with one problem we discuss here, a thermogram of 85 milligram of limestone, that is a mixture of magnesium carbonate and calcium carbonate, is as shown in figure. Determine the amount of magnesium carbonate and calcium carbonate in the limestone sample. Now the thermogram for this is like this. Here thermogram is a plot of loss in weight. Here loss in weight is in milligram versus temperature in degree centigrade. Thermogram of 85 milligram shows two steps of decomposition. Here, this is a mixture of magnesium carbonate plus calcium carbonate, and initially its weight is 85 milligram. This weight decreases to a 63 milligram, and at this stage it will be decreases to a 52 milligram. Now first step of decomposition is at a temperature 500 degrees centigrade, and second stage of decomposition is at 900 degrees centigrade. Here initially when calcium oxalate and magnesium oxalate are heated in a thermobalance, calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate when heated in thermobalance, then initially the magnesium carbonate undergo decomposition. Therefore, MgCO3 gives MgO plus CO2 gas. This is the first stage of decomposition that will be taking place at temperature 500 degrees centigrade, and second stage, calcium carbonate get decomposed to calcium oxide plus the CO2. Here the molecular weight of these compounds are also given 84.31. Here it is 40.31 and here it is 44. Similarly here 100 and 08. Here 56.08 and here 44.0. Here these are the figures which represents the molecular weight of corresponding compounds. This information is given to you. On the basis of this information, you have to find out amount of magnesium carbonate and amount of calcium carbonate in the limestone sample. Therefore, here in this case, when we observe the thermogram, it is clear that at temperature 500 degrees centigrade, the loss in weight is 85 minus 63 means 22 milligram, and at 900 degrees centigrade, the loss in weight from 63 to 52 means 11 milligram. Therefore, here the loss in weight at 500 degrees centigrade indicates the decomposition of magnesium carbonate, MgCO3. That means here, when based on this reaction, when 44.0 milligram of CO2 is lost, then amount of magnesium carbonate is 84.31. 84.31 milligram of MgCO3. Therefore, when loss is 22 milligram, then the amount of magnesium carbonate is equal to 84.31 into 22 divided by 44. And by calculation, this will equals to 42.16 milligram. Therefore, magnesium carbonate is 42.16 milligram in the mixture. Therefore, based on this, here we know the decomposition reaction. We know the molecular weight of each product formed in the reaction as well as its parent compound. Then we can determine its amount by this equation. Similarly, the loss in weight at 900 degrees centigrade is 11 milligram, which is related with decomposition of calcium carbonate, and this reaction we can utilize for determination of amount of calcium carbonate in the sample. Therefore, loss in weight at 900 degrees centigrade indicates the decomposition of calcium carbonate. Therefore, 44.0 milligram of calcium carbonate, then 100.08 milligram of calcium carbonate. And when loss is 11 milligram, then amount of calcium carbonate is equal to 100.08 into 11 divided by 44.0. Therefore, by calculation, this is equal to 33.36 milligram of calcium carbonate. Therefore, here amount of calcium carbonate is 33.36 milligram. That we can determine from the loss in weight at 900 degrees centigrade. Amount of magnesium carbonate is determined by loss in carbon dioxide gas at 500 degrees centigrade. Student, in this way we can determine the composition of the mixture if we know the decomposition reaction and the product form in the decomposition reaction, that is a volatile product form, and that loss is related with volatile product, and that volatile product and its relation with the parent compound, then we can find out the amount of parent compound. In this way, the percent composition of mixture that can be determined by using this thermogram. This is the most important application of thermogravimetry, that is a determination of percent composition of the sample or mixture. Student, now we discuss the factors affecting the nature of thermogravimetric curve. Factors affecting nature of thermogravimetric curve. Student, we know that thermogravimetric analysis is the measurement of loss in weight of a substance as a function of temperature when substance is subjected to a programmed temperature heat change. Therefore, here result obtained in thermogravimetric analysis is in the form of thermogram. Thermogram is a plot or a graph of loss in weight of a substance versus temperature, or sometimes loss in weight of a substance versus time when temperature is constant. Just now we discussed the different applications of thermogram, and here we have to discuss what factors that determines the nature of thermogram. Because total analysis in thermogravimetric analysis is governed on the basis of the thermogram, and therefore nature of thermogram, if it is different, then it directly affects the qualitative and quantitative analysis of substance. Therefore, here there are two important factors that affect the nature of thermogravimetric curve. First one is instrumental factor. Instrumental, or you may say that is a thermobalance factor. Thermobalance factor. And second one, that is a characteristic of sample. Therefore, sample characteristic and the thermobalance both affect the nature of thermogravimetric curve. First factor, that is the instrumental factor, is heating rate. Heating rate. In thermogravimetric analysis, sample is placed in a thermobalance and it is heated linearly. Temperature change is linear as a function of time. If temperature change, no doubt it is linear, but it will be faster, it will be slower, that directly affect the nature of thermogram as well as the decomposition temperature of the substance. When heating rate is faster, then the substance will be decomposed at higher temperature. Substance decomposes at higher temperature. And if heating rate is lower one, then substance decomposes at lower temperature. Here, heating rate directly affect the decomposition temperature of substance. That means if heating rate is faster, substance will be decomposed at higher temperature. If heating rate is lower one, substance will be decomposed at lower temperature. For example, polystyrene that will be decomposed at 394 degrees centigrade when heating rate is 5 degrees centigrade per minute. And same compound that will be decomposed at 375 degrees centigrade when temperature change is 1 degree centigrade per minute. That means here heating rate that directly affect the decomposition temperature of the substance, and definitely it will be affect the nature of thermogram. Therefore, heating rate should be slower one for obtaining exact decomposition temperature of the substance. Second factor with heating rate, second factor is a furnace temperature. Not furnace temperature, furnace atmosphere. Furnace atmosphere means the region where the gases, different types of gases are present. That is a region around the furnace where different types of gases are present, or we may generate that atmosphere for a study of decomposition reaction of substance. Therefore, here furnace atmosphere, if for example furnace atmosphere directly affect the nature of thermogram. Here furnace atmosphere means a gases near to substances, different gases near to the sample or substance. That means gases in contact with sample, that would be sample atmosphere or the furnace atmosphere. For example, if we carry out the decomposition reaction of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, it gives CaO plus CO2. In this case, carbon dioxide is the product loss in the reaction. If we kept the furnace atmosphere in this reaction, furnace atmosphere, if it is made up of CO2, then CaCO3 decomposes at higher temperature. That means here the gas which is lost in atmosphere, that is already present in atmosphere, therefore it is difficult to give this CO2 in the atmosphere. Therefore more energy is required, and therefore substance will be decomposes at higher temperature when the similar byproduct gas is present in its atmosphere. In place of this CO2, when furnace atmosphere is N2 gas, then CaCO3 will be decomposes at lower temperature. That means nitrogen is not a byproduct forming the reaction. Therefore here CO2 atmosphere increases the decomposition temperature of calcium carbonate, but N2 does not affect the decomposition temperature of calcium carbonate. Therefore furnace atmosphere, that is the second factor which directly affect the nature of thermogram as well as decomposition temperature of the thermogram. Next is the sample compartment or a sample holder. Sample holder means a container present in a thermobalance where we place the sample. If this sample holder is a flat disc or a crucible, then heating rate is uniform. Heating rate is uniform and substance decomposes at lower temperature. That means here flat disc, that is gives the more surface area to that substance, or it may be crucible. At that time heating is uniform and substance will be decomposes at a lower temperature. And if this sample holder is in the form of tube, then sample is in compact form, therefore heating is not uniform. And here substance will be decomposes at higher temperature. Therefore here sample holder directly affect the decomposition temperature of the substance. In this case, If it is a flat disk, decomposition temperature is low. If it is a tube, then decomposition temperature is more. Now these are the three different factors, that is integrate, furnace atmosphere and sample holder. These are the three instrumental factors that directly affect the decomposition temperature of the substance in a thermobalance. Along with this, we discuss the sample characteristic, how the nature of sample affects the nature of thermogram. And sample characteristic number one is the weight of sample. Weight of sample. Weight or amount of sample taken for the analysis. If weight of sample taken for the analysis is smaller one, then we have good result. Therefore, smaller weight of sample gives good result. That means it gives a very good thermogram if the sample weight is smaller one, and if sample weight is larger one, then here deviation in the thermogravimetric curve is obtained. If sample is like this, smaller one, then we have a graph in this fashion. That is, sample is low or small, and if sample is larger one, then here we have a deviated curve like this, in this fashion. That means here that does not show exact decomposition temperature, because deviation in this curve that will be takes place when sample is larger one. That means here larger sample gives the deviation in thermogravimetric curve, while small sample gives the good result and exact decomposition temperature. Here it is impossible to determine the decomposition temperature of that substance, because sample volume, sample amount is higher here. That gives the deviated thermogram in this fashion. Second factor that determines the nature of thermogram is the particle size. Second one is particle size of sample. Particle size means dimensions of the substance. Particle size larger one, their substance decomposes at higher temperature, because sample is in compact form. Therefore, here particle size larger one, definitely it will be decomposes at higher temperature. And if particle size is a smaller one or in a powder form, their substance would be decomposes at lower temperature. That means here smaller particle size sample decomposes at lower temperature, larger particle size sample decomposes at higher temperature. Therefore, particle size of the sample directly affects the decomposition temperature. Next factor is heat of reaction. Heat of reaction. Heat of reaction is related with amount of heat loss or gain in a decomposition reaction. That is related with endothermic and exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction gives a heat with the decomposition product, and endothermic reaction takes heat with the decomposition product. Therefore, exothermic and endothermic reaction directly affect the decomposition temperature as well as nature of thermogram. If reaction is exothermic reaction means heat is evolved. In this case, furnace temperature furnace temperature more than, sorry, sample temperature is more than furnace temperature. Sample temperature is more than furnace temperature. And here we can say that substance will decomposes at lower temperature. And if reaction is endothermic, that means heat is absorbed. At that time, sample temperature is less than furnace temperature. Then substance will be decomposes at higher temperature. That means here exothermic and endothermic reaction also affects the nature of thermogravity curve as well as the decomposition potential of the substance. Exothermic reaction decomposes at lower temperature. Exothermic reaction gives the decomposition temperature low, while endothermic reaction gives the decomposition temperature more. Therefore, here heat of reaction also affects the nature of thermogram. Next factor is a compactness of the sample. Compactness of sample. If sample is compact, definitely it will be decomposes at higher temperature. And if it is loose form, compact sample decomposes at higher temperature. Decomposes at higher temperature. And here, if it is loose sample, then it will be decomposes at lower temperature. Therefore, compactness, that means here in compact sample, more amount of heat energy is required to decompose the sample. And if it is loose form, means a dispersed form, then decomposition temperature is low. With this, next factor is the source of sample. Source of sample. Sample source directly affect the nature of thermogram as well as decomposition temperature. Suppose, for example, magnesium carbonate, which is naturally obtained, that would be decomposes at higher temperature. While the sample of magnesium carbonate prepared in laboratory, that is a pure form, therefore it will be decomposes at lower temperature. Because naturally occurring sample have some impurities, and that increases the decomposition temperature of that substance. But here laboratory prepared sample is free from the impurity, and therefore it will be decomposes at lower temperature. Students, these are all about the instrumental and sample characteristic that affect the nature of thermogravimetric curve. We have to discuss one problem based on calculation of loss in weight of the substance. Calculate the percent loss in following reaction, that is CaCO3, it gives CaO plus CO2. We have to find out percent loss in this reaction. Therefore, percent loss can be determined by using molecular weight of each compound, of each component. Molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100. For the here it is 44 and it is 56. Therefore here loss that is related with amount of CO2 given in the reaction. 44 gram of CO2 when it is lost, then amount of calcium carbonate is 100. Depending upon the amount of calcium carbonate lose or loss in this reaction, that determines the percent loss in the reaction. Therefore, percent loss is equal to here 44 gram CO2 corresponding to loss of 100 gram of CO2, 100 gram of CaCO3 corresponding loss is 44.0 gram of CO2. Therefore, if we have 100 gram of calcium carbonate, what is the loss? Therefore, 100 into 44 divided by 100, and therefore here percent loss is 44%. Therefore, here loss in the reaction that can be determined. Student, this is all about the different applications of thermogravimetric curve in analytical chemistry, as well as different factors that affect the nature of thermogravimetric curve. We also solve some problem based on the calculation, based on the determination of amount of substance. With this, we stop here. Thanks for joining with me. Wish you all the best. Keep learning. Happy learning.